Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and today for Art Joy of Sharing, we're going to do a journal page. I know it's a little different from my Art Joy of Sharing videos, but you know, that's what we're going to do, because today we're letting go. Alright? So, our thing for this month is, letting go of this current year and making preparations for the new year, because it's that time of year, y'all. And year is your drinking word of this video. Anywho, I'm just gonna let y'all mostly watch, because I have this whole thing that I want to talk about, mostly sorta. Okay. So we're going to be letting go of 2019, because that's what my current year is, and preparations for 2020, which is my upcoming year, because that's what it is. There's no two ways around it. Okay. So for me, okay, let's just pretend that we're like washing dirty clothes, okay? We're washing out grandfather time, and we're getting the fresh diapers ready for the new baby, which is the new year, y'all. You see the old man time and baby new year? Okay. So anyway, we're going to toss out the old crap and replace it with new stuff, all right? Or how's about this? How about if we... Okay, well, so let's just say I really don't know how to advise you on how to clear away the virtual clutter, much less actual real-life stuff, okay? I will let you know how I sort of plan on doing it at this moment in time, okay? The way I'm kind of intend to give it a go for myself. Now, this is not resolutions. It's more like ideas, y'all. Ideas I want to play with, and traditionally at this time of year, traditionally, y'all, it's the right time, and I'm wanting to let go of some of this old clutter. Yeah, sort of like that. So I'm going to tell myself, first thing, and I'm going to tell myself, and I'm going to say it out loud, is I did the best with the information and the knowledge that I had, okay, in 2019, or any year. And I hope to take forward any lessons that I learned, and I learned a couple, okay? And I want to take forward kindness and the love, okay, that I've received and given. Yes. I even want to take forward the love that I've given. And I am going to trust that all things will be as God designs. That's me. For me. Okay? Out loud. That's nice. Okay, so physically, I'm planning on straightening up my workspace. That's a big undertaking. I meant to do this like a couple of years ago. Things got out of hand. One thing led to another, and that didn't happen. I did not plan on doing that last year, so it never did get done, y'all. I still want to do it. So I'm going to try to do that, straighten up my workspace. I'm going to allow myself some room, some space in the new, that's the best way for me. I'm going to try to organize some stuff. I've got tubs that I bought, a couple years ago, because this is some stuff I planned on doing a couple years ago, but things got, wackadoodle. So I plan on sorting out some of the fodder that I've been collecting, and sometimes I collect stuff because I see it and I'm like, that's a great price. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I need it. So I get it. And I'm planning planning on organizing that stuff into, like categories and putting them in the bins and labeling my tubs, bins, whatever you want to call them, bags, whatever. Y'all still watching what I'm doing here on screen now, right? Because we're making a couple background pages. So, and sometimes when I find stuff, even when I'm sorting through the studio, I have ideas. And, sometimes I make notes and stuff like that. And when I gather stuff, I will put it in a designated basket or a bag or some such container. And I put a label on it. I learned the hard way to put a label on it, y'all. Okay? Put on there your ideas, sketch it out, that kind of thing. We're going to use a Joan Smithy stencil, y'all. And it's a little stencil reduction here. There's a list of ingredients in the description box below. But click on the word more to see more. Okay? Important information sometimes appears down there. Let's see. Some of the stuff, I'm going to set aside some of the stuff that I no longer feel inspired about, or that I'm just like, what was you thinking kind of stuff. And, some of my excess will go into a box and it will be donated. That's my plan, man. Let's see. What else? I do blame a lot of it on my boyfriend, Clarence. So, I kind of collect papers, real paper, y'all. That's so pretty, y'all, on that paper. Cardstock. So, I plan on getting all my paper in one place, y'all, and putting my new paper as opposed to vintage paper and that kind of stuff, sort of separating it. This is not scrapbook paper, designer cardstock, or whatever y'all want to call that fancier stuff. This is like, paper. Not that that's not paper. So, yeah. Okay. So next, this is number 3. Not that these are resolutions, because they is not. So with some of that real life clutter straighten up. Now this is just studio space. We're not talking about inside the house, because that's just living, y'all. I plan on listing out, again, not resolutions, just some basic plans that I have for videos for the upcoming year. And I will talk about the other YouTube stuff in a separate video. So, but I still plan on proceeding as regular. Okay, so, and again, because I do create videos, I am a video creator as well as an artist. I would like to list out some of the projects I'd like to do, and probably the best time of year is to do them, because sometimes, some stuff has to be done when it's warm and you got the windows open and junk like that. So, yeah. And, you could think of them as sort of short-term goals, not necessarily long-term blah, blah stuff, because I'm a short-term kind of girl. I'm kind of like, let's do this now, and the rest take care of itself later. So, I'm hoping for me personally that I keep more butter notes about my ideas and stuff. Now, for the year 2020, it's been a thing for a few years now for you to get a word of the year, something that you might want to concentrate on to make yourself more aware of it. Aware is a good word. That was my word for 1 year. Anyway, and this past year for 2019, my word was grace. And I'm thinking for 2020, I'm going to hang on to that one. And there is nothing wrong with using the same word, having the same word inspire you each year. Because, it's not a rule, y'all. If you want a phrase instead of a single word, you can do that. You have permission. You have my permission to do that, if that's the kind of thing you do. So I'm going for grace, because I like that word. It's a pretty word. It sounds nice when you say it, grace. Even it sounds nice even when I'm saying it, grace, y'all. So, maybe it should be grace, y'all. Anyways, it's the grace of God that I am where I am. that I am how I am. Just saying. And again, I'm going to continue on what I set out for 2019, and I've been fairly successful at it, okay? Maybe not 100%, but fairly successful. That I'm going to toss out as much stress as I can. Meaning, if it gives me stress, causes me to fret, or makes me enjoy things lesser, real word, just saying, real word, put in your dictionary, then I'm not going to do it. Or I will finish my commitment and not do it again next time. Just saying, okay? Because, yeah. So, yeah. Now, I'm also a believer that some stress and pressure, more than stress, can kind of be a good thing. You know, it can provoke us, promote us, inspire us to get going with things, all right? And that's a bit different than this other stuff you fret and worry about. Oh, the gas man's coming. Oh, the gas man's coming. Well, that's all right. Just let the gas man come and just fart it out and it'll be all better. Just singing, you know. Just fart it out and go on with it. This is an adult video, by the way. So anyways, that has worked pretty well for me. There's some few things that I will not be doing in 2020 because 2019 they seem to cause me too much stress and fret and bother. And it's like, no, I don't have time for that. I'm here to enjoy what I have, to help others learn to enjoy what they have, and to promote said joy. Yeah, it's okay to say no, people. It is okay to say no. Boy, that feels good, doesn't it? So, yeah, that's my plan. As y'all can see, I'm putting some brea reese modeling paste stuff on here, and I believe this one is matte metallic gold, and it's kind of grainy, like a really fine sand, really fine sand. And this particular one is dried out, which is why I have the baby wipe in there, y'all. It helps to keep it from totally drying out. Again, we're talking about those little round tubs that are short and round and have all that airspace at the top. Just my theory on that. I'll probably repeat it 20 more times. Who knows? Every time I use this kind of container. So I'm hoping that you guys sort of have an outline plan. And if you don't, it's okay. And the reason this is such a prevalent theme at this time of year is because traditionally speaking, New Year's and Old Year's is a time where we, do this kind of thing. So it's traditionally a good time. And, I like tradition. Just saying. I do. Basically, I just want you to give yourself a few moments to say goodbye to all that stuff that you're releasing. Release it back into the stars and into the universe and into the to the stratosphere, and let it become something good and meaningful that has happened for you, not to you, for you. It's for you, okay? Oh, this thing that I'm using right there, I got that at the Tuesday morning. I thought, well, this would be real good for scrooching stuff around on there. And no, it's not. Look at that. It has no give to it, no play in it. It's more of a burnisher, y'all. So don't use it this way. Just saying. It didn't work very well. Okay. Oh, here's some die cuts, y'all. So anyway, I want you to concentrate on the positive things that you would like in your life, like good health. You want good health? You might have to put a little muscle behind that. All right? Sometimes you can't just sit around and go, well, I didn't get healthy this year. Health didn't come to me. Well, sometimes you got to promote those things for yourself. Sometimes you have to do, not just think and, stuff like that. Sometimes you have to work for it. I want you to say hello to the things you want to make better in your life. Okay? Yeah. Then work towards, in little teeny tiny baby steps, those things. And remember that just because the calendar changes doesn't mean you have to suddenly do everything perfectly and different. Okay? It's just a time that, again, traditionally been used as a reason to get in line with what they think you need to do. No, you do what you feel is best for you. Okay? And speaking of them and they, who the hell are they anyway? So, I already stated I intend to do better at clearly writing out my ideas and my notes. I can read them later on, you know. More better understand them and junk. So, traditions, y'all. They're a good thing, not a bad thing. Here I glued on some vellum, and as y'all know, vellum does not like wet. It does not like wet. I know it does not like wet, and I still insisted, y'all, to use it. Okay? Which is so silly, because right over there, right underneath in that little cubby hole, I have some of that old Tim Holtz stuff that he used for windows on them lanterns way back yonder in them days. I have some of that. It would have been perfect for this, because I'm making windows, y'all. You could tell that I was making windows. I didn't have to explain it. I didn't think I had to explain nothing much in this video. That's why I was just yippity yapping. That there is butcher papers waxed on one side, you know, and I'm using it to kind of put just a little bit of weight on top of the window frame there with the vellum on it. And then we're going to glue two windows together, back to back. So we're kind of making a double pane window, y'all. It's wintertime. What do you expect? And that's a double pane window is worth pretty good in the summertime too. So we got to clip all that together because it's not wanting to glue so well. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I was thinking, because, you know, sometimes I do stuff and I don't stop doing it because I'm like, no, you are going to work for me, because that's what I said. Let it go. And that is that has just become a phrase not too many people like anymore on account of that silly old movie. And a part 2. Seriously, people? Are we going to get a part 3 next year again? 2020? Part 3? Let it go? Memories. So we're just going to clamp all that together. Now, this is kind of where I thought, well, how am I going to patch these windows? Because, you know, my vision was to have windows that opened up to tomorrow, you know. It's like, open it up. Because sometimes there's not always a door for you to go through, so sometimes you got to go out the window or let in the window, whichever. So, though, I'm going to use the Tyvek and make some little hinges, okay? Now, I kind of thought this out. I thought this out. It wasn't quite so much, y'all. I know it's a longer video, but you love me, so endure. Thank you. So I'm going to cut the opening in the back, and I've done all these fancy measurements and all this stuff. Y'all see that? I didn't show you that part because, you know, that took me like 2 days, and they're not straight lines, as you can see. It's just like, holy cow. I measured it like 3 times, y'all, and it's still So that came out good. And yes, that fits in there almost okay. It's just almost okay, y'all. And I'm like, well, I want these windows that side. My hinge is going to go on that side. My favorite glue, y'all. So we'll put the hinge there. Now, if you're using heat gun with Tyvek, word of warning, use some caution. It melts. That's the beauty of it. gets all these cool neato shapes in it, but not so good when you're actually trying to dry stuff. Hurry up, dry stuff. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to round the corners. And I thought, no. And I'm like, yes, round the corners. So we're rounding with our little teeny tiny rounder. Oh, those look nice, Windows APG. Them's is nice. Now we got to put a closure on there because, you know, windows just don't fall open. You got to have something that pulls them open, pushes them closed or whatnot. So we're going to use a little brad. I've already got them picked out. I used copper color because the gold color didn't look as nice with that gold embossing paste stuff. And I'm trying to tie a knot and it's just not working out for me. So I undid it and then I just tied a regular overhand knot. I was trying to tie a slip knot, and anyway, I just left all the fumbling in there because it might be funny. So anyway, the brass colored brads looked better with the gold metallic paste. You notice those are plus signs. Positive, y'all. Positivity here. And we're just putting that on that one side. We tied it on the one leg or arm, whatever you want to call it. And then this side I'm leaving kind of loose. I'm going to show you. My little pokey tool's going to fit. See, it just fits right in there. It's kind of loose on that side. Now we're going to cover up the back spine legs because it needs to be covered up. It doesn't need to be catching on nothing and looking all weird. We're just going to cover it up. Now the inside of these windows is not so great, but that's okay because, you know, no, y'all probably, this is about the only time anybody's going to see it. Okay? Oh, my husband saw it, but, you know, he'll only look at it one time, and then whoever looks at it when I'm dead, it won't matter anyway. They'll be like, oh, bless her heart. And I'll be like, oh, yay, they bless my heart. So we're just going to glue that on. We're clamping that down. Move it aside. Now we're back to our window. Now I'm thinking I'm just going to stick my windows in there, see? It's my hinges in there. Did you notice I did not dry fit anything? Just let me recommend, I'm so confused. Let me recommend to y'all to dry fit. Dry fit. That means don't put no glue on it first. Dry fit it first. Okay? Trust me on this. Now we're going to stick this other one in there. Going to make some little slips so it can just slide in there. Put our glue on. Don't do this. Dry fit it, y'all. Get in there, Winder. What the heck is this mess, people? Oh my gosh, seriously? Well, we'll just make this one just a little wider. Where's my knife? Get a craft knife over here. Now remember, this is wet glue. Don't cut wet paper, y'all. It doesn't cut worth a poop. Now I got glue on my cutting mat there. Oh, I wiped it off. Glad I thought of that at least. Now we're going to try to put this window back in. No, it's still, what the heck? Cut the hinge off. Y'all, what a mess. Now I need a new hinge, so we'll get the chunk of Tyvek back out. Yeah, that's kind of rightish. Oh, let's just glue it on. Let's not dry fit this one either. Y'all, sometimes I am one of the most hard-headedest creatures ever. So we're just going to glue it on. And yes, the Tyvek sticks into my window pane there, past my actual, you know, cart. Yeah. Well, crap. We got to cut this one off now, too. Lordsy, lordsy, lordsies. Get on there. Stick. Okay, that's how I want it. I want them to come together like that. Come together. Right now, over the opening. Trim off our little string. Oh goodness, cut another little hinge. Glue it onto the back of the window. Winder. Put some glue on that side. Tuck it in. Tuck it in. It's wet again. Carpy doodle. Carpy doodle, people. Dry fit. And if you didn't dry fit it the first time, dry fit it the second time. For me, there was no third time because I'm like, oh no, this is getting done right now, because it's done. And now our background is really too short. And that piece is, well, we'll just use this half a sheet over here, which means now we got to put more glitter on. We have to put more glitter on it. We're not going to try to put it through our stencil anymore, even though that does work if you have the right kind of scrooching device. A credit card, for instance, or a squeegee works. That big thing that I had is more of a burnisher thing. Now we're going to glue that on because that's dry. All these things dried between steps, y'all. I might not have showed you. He can, y'all. But it was, yeah, he can dry. Smoosh it down on there. It's the bag. Nobody's going to see this. Well, they might, but it doesn't matter. Finally, people, finally. Look at that. See, that looks pretty good. Ignore that part. Okay, now we're going to open the window. Get ready. Open the window. Peekaboo. 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 Ta-da! I stamped, I printed the word Grace out on a piece of deli paper that I ran through my printer. I taped it to a regular paper, blah, blah, blah. Printed it out, tore it out, and glued it on there with some matte medium, and then I went over it with some of my glitter glue because, you know, sparkle. And here we go. Ta-da! So, letting go of 2019, y'all. Carrying the love forward into 2020. Photo montage. It's going to be a good 2020, and that's not in hindsight. That's in foresight, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your likes, your subscriptions, and if you've not done so, I'd like to invite you to take a moment to subscribe at this time. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all!